That's probably what happened. Good thing is, we won't have to wait 6 minutes before jumping again in the draft. Because it's gonna be really quick. Just need Ahmed to restart the client.
Looks like Ahmed is back in, and after
And
something,
the Udyr pick was not intended.
yeah,
It was an automatic pick. So we will have the same draft up until that Udyr. It's gonna be changed. You know?
yeah. If you guys don't know, if you're in a tournament draft, if you don't pick, you will get assigned a random champion, and sometimes you just dodge because like if you lag out and stuff. Now we are back in the picking phase, in the banning phase right now. The
And I will
bans will
take
be
some
repeated
land.
from last time, and then we will be going back into the pick phase.
Yep, exactly. And we will be seeing the Swain again. The what was it? It was Volibear and Tamkench, I believe, for the enemy team. Probably expecting a Senna to pair up with the Tam. And yeah. So the Swain is locked in, Tamkench, Volibear, and now we will see a real champion that is not Udyr. Let's go.
Or is it? Or is it? We
Or
might as
is it?
well see Udyr again.
Or is it? You will know after the commercial break.
What?
Kick
Which
W.
which one? I don't get paid. What's happening here?
What's going on? So the Senna is locked in, denying the Senna Tamkench from the enemy team. So that's a pretty good pick, I think. It can pair up with the Swain pretty well, and it's gonna be the Trundle probably going into the jungle, maybe on top. We don't know yet. Or maybe is it a Trundle with a fasting Senna bot?
What?
This Trundle can go
Uh,
everywhere, you know?
Trundle currently as a pretty balanced champion. Some people might call him weak, but if you can play him right, he's pretty strong on every role. Just like I
True.
wouldn't play him as support, but you can see him everywhere, especially because of his wide area movement speed and slowdowns. He's pretty
To,
versatile in roaming as well.
and to be fair, I think Trundle is a big power pick against Tam and Volibear. That's a lot of stats to steal, you know? And that's
Definitely,
the bit
especially
important.
since Trundle is extremely strong against tanks. We might
Yep.
see DBE focusing towards this Trundle. Maybe we have a jungle funnel or a top funnel, depending on where this Trundle goes. We still have to see the DBE's ADC at this point in time, unless it's Senna.
I think it's gonna be Senna.
You think it's
And
Senna?
the good thing is that the Trundle can instantly stop Misfortune. He can stop the bullet time with the pillar.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good pick for team fights as well. The
Yeah.
Fiora is removed from Ahmed. Unlucky. We won't see the Fiora from Mr. Ahmed Laurent.
You're
And the
right.
Veigar is
Currently,
taken away.
the MF doesn't seem to have an easy time right now, as Swain and Trundle can both displace her and cancel the ultimate at the same time. So
Yep,
um,
exactly.
it might be a bit difficult for this MF to play easy team fights, as Swain can just grab her out of the back line, pull her in, do massive damage, and Trundle also with her Ice Pillar can block off any paths for her to leave. That's a pretty good combo so far from both teams.
Yep, and the thing is, this Misfortune with the volley and the time catch, she doesn't have the best setup to ult. Oh, and that's gonna be the Malzahar for the mid lane, probably. But yeah, she doesn't have the best setup. She doesn't have the best champs to set up her for a good ultimate. And there's a lot to cancel her. So I think she's gonna have a rough time. Ooh, Singed is being hovered. Will we see Ahmed playing Singed?
This definitely looks like a very aggressive team
Looks
coming
like we
from
do.
DBE. I think DBE is gonna go for a lot of aggression in this game because if you can see, like the enemy team has they have a caster, they have a mage, they have someone like two for the front line, and then they have the typical ADC. But at the same time, yeah, look at this. DB is just looking for this run in jungle fight, river fight, objectively oriented combo here with Senna in the back line, Sinch just running around, Olaf and Swain dealing massive amounts of CC. This definitely looks like DB is looking for a fight.
It kind of looks like the. I'm pretty impressed with the Singed pick. I'm very curious about it.
Well, if you see Sinch is very strong if you play him in the top lane. And in the jungle, he's also versatile, but if you have him against like this Volibear or Gangplank now, which does look like it's top, so you can just run at them, you know? Most of the time, they can't really get away from you because of your movement speed. And jungle players
Wait a
often get
second.
even like get items like Yomu's or Deadman's Plate or something around that point where you can just
Wait
be
a
even
second.
faster.
I'm kind of seeing something right there. The Singed is bot with the Senna. It's Kappa unsinged.
Are you sure about that?
It looks like it, you know?
That
And
would
there
be
won't
pretty
be
interesting.
that looks like a very weird situation to be in, to be fair. But I mean, we kind of trust the guys, you know, so maybe that Singed will be able to do some little things on that bot lane.
It might be.
I'm I'm very surprised that the Singed is bot. I was expecting maybe Singed top, Olaf in the jungle, Swain mid, Trundle bot with the Senna. But
Yeah.
Singed, that's interesting. And the Swain is mid.
Alright, now 2.5
We
minutes ago. I think we should just turn up some music here
Yep,
for the people watching while we wait for this game to start.
yep, I'm very excited to see what's going on with that draft. What will be the game plan? Because you know
Yeah,
it's
this definitely
very
looks very like a very aggressive build to DB here. They have a lot of tank sets. They're gonna be like definitely running in, looking for fights. What do you think? How's the early game gonna go in this game?
the early game is going to be kind of a fiesta, I think, because it will be hard to stop the enemy team from trying to abuse the Singed. But at the same time, if Chemo can just slow down the early game, farm up his jungle, and abuse his power farming abilities with Trundle, I think he can do a lot in that mid to late game.
You know, I'm still not sure who is playing where from DB on which on the blue side here. I think like it would be logical to think that it's Singed Olaf Trundle and then Senna Swain on bot lane, but it can definitely be everything. While I think Senna is most probably on bot lane, the rest of them can just go where they want to.
Yeah, but you can see that Kappa has Singed, Trundle is on Chemo.
Yeah, that's
So
one surprise. Kappa with Singed. Kappa is the main
yeah,
ADC. So that's a Singed Senna bot lane would definitely be pretty surprising with Swain Mins in the mid, Chemo in the jungle, and Olaf on top. That
that's
this
that's a
I never
big
seen a
difference.
Singed ADC in my game, so I don't know how this is going to go.
I don't know either, but let me tell you, I'm really excited to see how it will go.
Oh, definitely.
And yeah, that's kind of a backflip Considering what champions Kappa has get us in the last weeks, but a little a little bit of fun and different champions. That sounds good to me.
Alright, now we are currently loading into the game. We're approximately starting in 30 seconds if the game loads in time.
Yep.
And then we will hop right into the action.
When we have triple teleport for DBE against only 2.
Yeah, as I
for
said, it looks very
STFD.
objective and teamfight based so far.
Yeah, I think the comp is basically the comp is like it's 4 guys running into the enemy and Senna being behind and like pew pew pew. You know, I'm
What a
dishing a bit of
description.
damage. I'm dishing damage. I'm healing you. Pew pew. I'm Senna.
What a very good impression here from
Yep.
Rafa.
I'm a pretty good Senna impressionist.
Right. And it looks like we're just about to start.
Yep.
Let's use this direct camera and we are in the game. So far 10 seconds have passed and both teams are currently giving out where they want to locate themselves at the beginning of the game. And we might even see an invade if we're lucky.
Yep, but oh, maybe DB will pack us 5. Oh, it looks like the enemy team, they will pack us 5 on the top side. By the way, you should rearrange the players in the
Oh
scoreboard.
yeah, what a classic.
TB are not in order, once again. I don't know why.
They seem to not like to do that a lot. Also, let me, for the viewers here, let's zoom out a bit so any potential fighting is
Look at the
seen.
enemy team. Look at them. They are stacking. Oh, that could have been very dangerous, but DB, they kinda knew that was coming, and they just played it safe. Ahmed checks it. He saw that Inferno was there, probably knows they have vision, and Kimo seems to be starting on his blue buff. So both junglers are starting topside, which is pretty interesting, because we might see some big action on the bot lane early on. What?
I'm currently trying to switch these two. Here we go. Was kind of
You
bugged
did
in
it!
that moment.
Yeah, that was kinda weird.
Looks like we have a pretty basic early game here on bot and mid. Just a bit of poking between farming. I doubt there's gonna be anything major in the first 3 to 4 minutes, as both junglers are mostly farm based towards the first
Yeah,
few levels. Both of them are
both.
pretty strong towards their power spike at 6 and their first
Yeah,
item part, but I don't think that the item part is going to become true before level 6 in this game.
I do agree. I think we might see a bit of action topside, because if Gangplank kinda mispose, Ahmed might be able to punish it very easily with the ghosts. But other than that, I don't think we will see a lot of action.
Yeah, we see
Min's
some great
taking a
combos here
bit
from Mins and
yep,
on the enemy Malzahar after breaking a shield. Top lane is definitely only poke based between the Olaf and the Gangplank. As you can see, Min's landing a lot of E-grabs on the enemy Inferno, but
yep, and
so
that's very
far...
good for him, because
Look at this, what again?
every single time it does that, he gains a lot of HP, max HP, you know? So he's scaling kind
Yeah,
of infinitely.
I'm not quite sure. For all the people here that aren't sure, can you explain how exactly Swain's passive works?
Swing passive, oh, wait a
Oh,
sec,
oh, oh, we
Ahmed
see
on
the
the top
flash on
lane?
top. The enemy
Oh,
top
that's
laner flashing away the Gangplank, almost dead. Now we see our Trundle Chemo looking for the top lane. We already know the Gangplank doesn't have flash. The Gangplank is gonna look for the Olaf here, but can't do anything. First blood goes to Chemo in this game so far. Huge advantage, especially with his farm speed over the enemy Volibear. He has the ability to get ahead now. Swain has to look out a bit in mid lane here. We don't want the enemy Volibear to just run on him for no reason.
Yeah, but that was really well played by Kimo, seeing that the top lane matchup will be a bit tight, you know, in terms of HP. Being there just after the trade, that was very good timing, and Volibear is hidden on that tri-brush for the enemy team. Oh, and that's another
Looks
proc
like they want to dive
from
early, but
Swain.
I don't think that's gonna work out.
No, I think they
Singe's
are
abilities, they can just engage, but looks like STFU is trying to bait DBE into pushing forward so the Volibear can engage on them. But the Volibear at this time already standing in this bush for a minute, wasting a lot of XP and gold. He could have just got him from farming his own jungle. Not the best idea in this position. Now he's engaging here. The Senna escaping with her E. The Volibear is getting thrown at the bottom. Volibear taking a lot of damage from the tower. Volibear getting taken down by the tower. 1-for-1 trade on bot lane. But is it worth as Kappa gets his first kill and shut down the kill on the Senna goes to the enemy jungle. SCF's bot lane didn't really take a lot from that, as Kappa can still farm all the minions under his tower and the MF doesn't have any mana left to poke on them.
Yep, I think that was a very good trade for DBE once again. Minz taking a bit of max HP.
Yeah, Inferno definitely in mid lane getting poked down from Minz a lot. Already out of potions again at this point in time.
Yep, as I was going to say before the 3 minutes of fighting, Swain's passive basically works like every time you pull someone or every time you hit them with the W, the Vision of the Empire, every time you do that, you gain 5 max HP for the rest of the game.
A bit strong here, shouldn't really try to dive him here. Even though the enemy Maza is low on mana, he can still try to coop up with his jungler here. Min's definitely getting very aggressive. DB looking for this Drake already. It's a fire Drake. Pretty strong early Drake, but it looks like the Tahm Kench wants to contest this while Volibear is still on his Gromb. STFU also have no vision on bot river, as you can see right here. I think this West Drake is going to DBE.
It's going to be secured by Kimo, and the enemy team, they can't really contest it because Minz is so ahead on his mid lane. Because he forced the Malzor to recall, and then they
bot lane. Singe running in. The enemy Volibear already waiting for, and Singe getting knocked up. Kappa having to flash out on low HP. The enemy team now chasing. Senna in a predicament here. One more Q of the Tahm Kench would be enough to slow her down. Volibear flashing into the tower, getting shut down by Senna. Now, Minz with this ultimate in bot lane. Tahm Kench tried to dive out, got shut down by the Trundle. What a great fight. 2 kills for DBE. Just a few flashes wasted for this. But a great lead now.
Cannon. He got the cannon as well.
Oh, he got the cannon. Everybody applause. He got the cannon. Holy shit.
He got the cannon with the Vision of the Empire. That was really nice. And yeah, that fight on the bot lane, that was kind of questionable for STFD. Because, like, that Volibear flash, I'm not quite sure what was the game plan.
It looked like the Volibear wanted to take that shutdown on the that kill on the Singe really badly. Now here, wait, did Ahmed just take this scuttle from the Inferno? Looks like he did. Inferno now having to flash over the wall. Kimo already on his next objective for this Herald here. As Pooblasted pointed out in chat, what a Kimoto hype moment there on bot lane. The Inferno still walking into every single one of Minz's E. That's very interesting. Why is he doing that?
DB, they are because he wants DB to win, maybe? I don't know. But DB, they are very much in control of this game. And That's nice to see, you know?
Yeah, we currently have a
When Ahmed,
1.6k gold lead here, and having the gold focused on the bot and jungle creates a pretty good balance. Like the mid and top don't have to be ahead if you have it, if you have the gold balance on the jungle and bot lane, as in the later stages of the fight, or Minz and Ahmed are most likely going to be in the front line and tanking, while Trundle and Singed are doing most of the damage.
yeah, however, the thing is, Ahmed is 20 CS up, Minz is 30 CS up. The gold lead is
Yeah,
very
if
big
you look at the gold
just
leads
from
here,
that.
each lane has a 2 to 500 gold lead so far. Singe is a bit behind on the bot lane as the Misfortune is constantly farming with a 30 CS lead, but from the XP wise, he is only barely behind, while the most of the gold and XP so far went towards the Trundle here. Singe just running in. Senna is poking on the MF here, definitely. MF healing up. Senna having to flash out after getting auto attack queued. Now Trundle running in. Looks like Singe wants to get shut down, giving the kill to the Tahm Kench. What a great play here. The Tahm Kench now cornered, having to flash behind. But Kimo still chasing, looking for the shutdown, shutting him down with his Q. Volibear just has to run away at this point in time. There's nothing he could have done anymore. What a just huge plays here. One after another.
Uh,
Great game so
and
far.
Kimo is so big.
Oh,
Oh,
looks like Stargazing just suddenly disconnected from the game. Quick
doesn't
pause
want to
here.
play anymore.
Yeah,
He's like,
Stargazing got
yeah,
bored and just yeah.
it's too easy, guys. Can we go next?
Yeah.
Are we reconnected?
It looks like she is staying in for the team, giving the support they need, and we should continue any moment now.
Yep, any moment. Surely, surely it won't be
Surely.
an hour-long game, an hour-long pause.
Yeah, let me
Surely,
go and prepare the music. Just kidding. No, we should continue any moment here after the teams
maybe.
decide. Ah, here we go.
Let's
My
go.
dead commentary kind of started to run out.
And sadly, we won't see any chrono break today. If you want to see chrono breaks, just watch LEC. They have a lot of those.
Really? Oh, and we
Oh,
go for another
and
pause. Here
there
we
was
go.
another
Rafa
pause.
jinxed it
Let's
by
go,
saying we
guys.
wanting to have more chrono breaks. What if I like? Oh, well, while we're at it, we can have a time. Oh, never mind. The game keeps going on. I
Never
was
mind,
just
we
about
don't have
to
any
start
time.
analyzing part of the game. Minz, you're getting dived just outside of tower range, starting his ultimate, gets eaten by the Time Kench. Gamer going for this Malza, Inferno goes down. Also, Time Kench trying to get away, but the double kill for Kimbo here in mid. Volibear now having to defend the tower. Top lane just poking as usual. And 1 second, please.
And that was a pretty interesting move in the mid lane because like the time Kench was like, okay guys, I can go in, I
Oh
can kill
wow,
them.
this is insane. Look at this Volibear
That
just
that was a lot of
disappearing,
damage.
going back to the heavenly realms, wherever he came from. It's the
The thing
Volibear, now it was the Volibear. And we have Time Kench again, mid lane trying to defend, 4 levels down against Minz. Stargazing just chunking him down. What are they trying to do? They should, right now, be playing more passive, definitely.
Yeah, I think they were trying to protect that Rift Herald, however they didn't. They didn't manage to make it charge a second time. And Chemo, I'm very scared for the enemy team of the time where Chemo will remember that he can recall, you know, and buy items.
Oh, you mean
Because he must
because
have.
Kimo has another 3k in his inventory right now again?
Yeah, exactly.
What a
Exactly.
classic, yeah.
That's why I was scared
You
for
know,
the enemy team.
it's a basic of League. You know, when you just start having a good time, you just start farm, you get kills, and before you even know it, 50 minutes have passed, and you have 4k in your inventory, and
Yeah.
sometimes, and then you don't even find a moment to recall more because oh look, there's a dragon, oh look, there's an easy team fight on 5 levels above. Why even recall when you don't have the time to, right?
Yep, exactly. And now that Trundle, He got himself a Sunderer. He got the Mercury threads. He got the chain vest. He's very tanky, dealing a lot of damage. It's gonna be very rough for the enemy team to face that guy. It was rough already.
Now, quick engage on
now
DMF
it's
here,
gonna be a
but looks
lot.
like she's gonna get away. Trundle's still trying to knock her out. Tom Ken just sitting in the bush. It wasn't even warded from DB. How did they know that he was there? He must have seen them on the minimap earlier on. Sent out another few stacks for abilities. And if we have a quick look here, it looks like MF is just standing behind the tower here. But the Senna already with 55 stacks, proccing her passive 2.5 times by now. MF with the ultimate, Volibear ulting out. Senna's ultimate just chunking this Volibear down. MF still running away. Inferno, they're trying to help out the bot lane here, coming in way too late for this fight. Ahmed also on top lane, poking down his enemy, even though, like, top lane, nothing happened so far. Pretty surprising.
Yeah, basically there was one kill, and that's about it.
Yeah, the one kill that went to Kimo and Jungle after they fought on top lane. Ahmed here again, expertly destroying the Gangplank's bombs here. Now ghosting after the Gangplank flashing away. Ahmed still chasing, looks like he wants to go for it, but Gangplank already under this tower, wasted his flash, now has to recall on low HP. Ahmed, great play, top lane, won since mid at 1, and
I mean, that's
what is that old? Wait, what is this?
I think he ulted because he needed the gold. The gold from the wave, because it doesn't have his teleport, I think.
Looks like it's on cooldown, you're right.
That's questionable, but...
See, I mean, I would have held it for the next team fight, but you know, why not get that 50 gold from the lane, surely? Wait, it's definitely worth having a 200-second cooldown.
Yeah, probably. Kappa is...
Well, 120, but... Looks like we have DB going for the next herald here. Kappa distracting the enemy bot lane, taunting them as he dodged the Tamken's dive. Kimo now on the herald here.
That's the classic SINGED. You dodge a spell, you spam love, and you hope that the enemy team will get tilted enough.
Mins with 42 stacks by now, really great. Basically very tanky. Top lane is getting pushed in. Mins keeps farming. Bot lane keeps farming. The enemy team is currently falling into the right play as they start to play more defensively and try to farm up. It's difficult as they have a 7k gold, SDB has a 7k gold lead and is currently not establishing a lot of vision, but some vision here in the enemy jungle, while they have the enemy team basically has no jungle left. We'll see a tower dive here. Tamkench diving out with the GP. The GP actually stayed on the turret and got taken down by D. I don't know. Wait, did the JP? No, wait. The GP just left Tamkench just before he dived.
It did, and I don't know why.
That wasn't the best play here. Now we see Mins getting shut down with the Inferno's Mother ultimate. Inferno barely getting away there in time. That was the first time that STFU actually managed to not lose this team fight. They didn't win it as we went for 1-1 and the tower to DB, but great play so far.
Look at Kappa.
Kappa definitely looking for a lot of kills here, but gets poked down by the enemy FF, already chasing after him with his W. The Gangplank ultimate also out. Kappa getting barely away now with his last piece of life just before the dragon spawn. That isn't really good for DB here. Are we gonna see this dragon go to STFU?
I don't think so. Oh, maybe Kimo is recalling.
Definitely looks like a DB recalling here. But Kimo is definitely looking for the steal. Is he gonna do it? No, this dragon goes towards STFU. Now Kimo running in on this.
Might be able to kill a lot of people.
Kimo is Volibear taking a lot of damage, but also dealing a lot on the Volibear. Maza taking down Kimo. Now Smins going in. 1 kill, 2 kills, 4 kills to DBE. Massive damage.
And
almost an ace if the Gangplank wouldn't have been at top lane. Now DB going for the lanes, going for the towers, looking for more leads. What do
Those
you
were
think?
big damage. That was big damage from Minsk from the
What a
swing.
great idea from DBE to let the Trundle go in alone, give the enemy the thought that nobody was there but the Trundle, and then just run on them with Mins, who has so many stacks, so much gold, so many items, and just decimate them with his ultimate.
And that's pretty impressive to see that Mins, even though he has only 2 kills.
Now Mins has a 2k gold lead over his lane opponent.
Yeah, but he's ahead of Chemo in terms of gold. And that's pretty impressive.
Very impressive, especially if you
Mins
have a look at
might
the
be
assists. Mins
some
now 9
trouble.
assists. Now, Mins definitely overstayed a bit here on bot lane. I think Mins is gonna take a flash. Get taken out as he flashes and ults away. Still trying his best, doing a lot of damage, but the Master ultimate is suppressing him. Kimo now running in after trying to save Mins. The Gangplank ultimate awesome. Mins just staying alive somehow. Inferno running away after his teammates just disappeared. Looking for the counter on Singed, but there's no damage he does with this E. Escapa just has too much over him.
Let's be honest. Swain is such a great champion.
Yeah.
Because like, when I saw that his ult was coming off cooldown, I was like, yup, he can turn this. It doesn't die.
Oh my god, Rafa,
wins this.
Rafa, look at this. Look at this. They warded. I cannot believe it. I'm so proud of them. Look at them. They actually started to ward the enemy jungle now.
Nah, they did it. Let's go.
And now it's gone.
And now it's gone, exactly. That's 2 pinks taken away. Oh, the time Kench is looking for something onto Mins. However, Mins is 5 levels ahead. I don't think it's a great idea, Mr. Frog.
Oh, Mins again with this ultimate. What a low cooldown here. We're trying to do something also. We see it fight in top jungle. But it doesn't really look like it's going somewhere. What the... Senna with the slowdown. Oh my god, look at this. Also very interesting. Master just said STFU never built any anti-heal against DBEs.
Yep, and not building anti-heal against Trundle that has a death dance, Olaf, Swain, even Senna. That's trolling, man. You gotta get some. You gotta get some running.
Oh, we see the teleport here.
Kappa?
Wait, who is it? Is that
Kappa running it down?
Wait, what is going on here? Why does the cam go to Gabba when we have Swain teleporting and getting eaten by Tahm Kench via Tahm Kench? Just has to dive away. Like what happened in the right side of the jungle? That was like a game by themselves at this point. Tahm Kench against Mins, and Tahm Kench just ran away. We see that the STFU is still definitely trying to counter DB, trying to resist as much as they can, but with the 12k gold lead from DB's side and massive XP lead as well, this time Kench just gets pulled in. Mins with his ultimate, just focusing on this MF, bursting it down. The MF goes down. The Tahm Kench already died. Volibear having to run away, but Senna poking him down. The kill goes to the Olaf. GP running away. Sadly, they won't get the turret quite yet as there's no minions nearby, but as you can see, I doubt that the enemy team has any major chances right now to turn this game back around.
I mean, they would have a chance if they decided to buy some anti-healing really earlier than before losing the game. Like, why don't they have a single bit of anti-healing? I'm very confused.
Yeah, and also one very interesting fact I just read from chat is, look at this. The amount of red wards STFU bought but never deployed. I mean, if you invest 150 gold every time you recall into wards that you don't even deploy, or just deploy to get instantly taken down, that definitely accumulates over time, and you could have just put it aside for an item. I mean, yeah, you can't see the result here.
Let me guess the item. An Oblivion orb our next execution is coming.
Yeah, imagine you just by anti-heal. Oh my god, what is this?
Imagine.
Man, bro, that must be insane if you just by anti-heal.
I'm very, very confused. However, DBE managed to stack the win. And yeah, basically, well played. Well played to them. And the game 2 will be coming shortly. Let's hope. Let's hope that the game will go as smoothly as this one. And yeah,
Alright, so any
go
thoughts about
grab
the game?
yourself. Thoughts about the game? Bye until guys. Thank you.
Wait, what? Where are you going? Now you gotta come back. Please don't leave me alone. Alright.
And
Very
yeah,
strong, definitely, this game. We saw in the beginning on the draft phase, DBE went for a very aggressive build and they definitely played on it. They went for lane, they pushed their lanes, they stacked the waves, they warded. If it could have been a bit more, but you know, they did enough against the STFU. They should definitely do more next game. As we saw, STFU definitely had those red boards. It just was missing the point in time where they deployed them. But it
yeah,
looks like they are very insistent on their vision. I think if the STFU gets a lead against DBE in next game, if that happens, they will definitely be able to deploy a lot of vision around their jungle. So if DBE wants to catch back up, they have to get some oracles, some red wards, some normal wards, some blue wards. But in general, like we can definitely see that mechanics on the champions are just straight out great, and their team play and the rotation between objectives. There's nothing I can say about how great that is, but that is awesome.
yep. And yeah, basically we will be maybe we put a bit of music and wait for
Sure.
the next game, I think.
All right, then we see you guys in just a few minutes. Alright, and it's time for the second draft phase. We see DB on blue again. It looks like the STFU doesn't really like the blue side in this game as they chose to go red one more time.
And by the way, it's STFD and not STFU.
Really?
Yep.
I must have misread it up. I apologize if it's wrong here. It definitely is STFD. That is my bad. I
No
just
problem.
mismatched the acronyms because, you know, there's a different acronym also.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. And the bans are kind of similar this game. Swain is taken away. They don't want mids on Swain.
I wonder why.
I wonder why as well.
We see Zeriban again, very strong ADC pick in a 5 comb. Definitely worth the ban. We see also Silas banned out. Would you mind explaining why would they ban out Silas?
Maybe one of the enemy players is one trick Silas? I don't know.
That is definitely a good idea about it.
That could be an option.
Yeah.
Or maybe Minz just doesn't want to play against it.
Also true, we see
We don't know.
Belveth
Should though.
banned again from STFD at the beginning of the game. Many people hate on Belveth lately, saying that she's way too strong, but I don't see her being that strong, you know? But it's my
Yeah, and
opinion, so...
the thing is, they banned the Swain, they banned the Trundle. Seraphine is open. Seraphine is picked.
Oh, we might see a caster, some type of magic main build here. Maybe we see a Seraphine Kog'Maw on bot lane.
I don't
Something to
know,
like.
and I don't want
We
to
see
know
Yumi
anything about
as
it.
Yumi picked
Oh,
here.
Yumi. Yumi as an answer? Maybe going to be paired up with the Twitch? Twitch
Ah,
Yumi is kind of
Twitch.
big problem on the bot lane.
Yeah, there it is. Who likes playing against Twitch? Everybody's hands up if you like playing against Twitch. Looks like the chat is empty and them. Just kidding. Like
And
Twitch is very
the
versatile and
thing is,
strong together with Yumi.
yes, they have the cat and the rat, but we have a literal world-class pop star on our side. It looks like a free win to me.
Yeah. Like imagine they just start singing and the enemy just surrenders.
Oh, the Shinchao is going to be locked for probably for chemo. Not expecting that to go top, but I mean we could get surprised.
Ooh, we see the Zara
Zyra is
here.
covered.
Wait, so Zara just exchanged for Rakan, picked by Minz. The enemy team just now picked and selected that Ornn, most likely top lane, I would assume. This looks like a very team fight based comp so far from STFD. What do you think? Oh, seems like Rafa just took a quick break here. We now see the second ban phase, Fiora taking out and Fiddlesticks being banned. Quite surprising as we already have like Xin Zhao picked. Oh no, that is my bad. DBE just banned his Fiddlesticks again, the enemy jungle who is still yet to select. Also now
Okay,
banned the Wukong.
I'm back. I'm back.
Welcome back,
Sorry.
Rafa. Yeah, as I was just saying, the STFD looks like a very team fight based comp so far. What do you think?
Yeah, I do agree. However, DB they have a very strong teamfight composition as well for now. And yeah, top lane bans, uh,
We see the
top lane
Vayne
bans, jungle
here.
bans. Ooh, the Vayne can be a very exciting answer. And Kappa surprised us last game with the Singed. Maybe this time is like, Timo, we have to go Vayne, you know? Just like Caps in the good old days.
Might as well be. Oh, and we see Kappa here switching Vayne for Camille. Looks like we have the top pick already, or maybe their ADC this game was also Camille, as we already saw another top lane on ADC last game. Might as well have another one this game.
Yep, and that's going to be a very interesting top lane matchup because Camille into Ornn, that's pretty big. And the Ahri is locked in. Ahri is being locked in for mins. That's a good champion. We know he's very good at it. And I wonder what's going to be picked against it. It's going to be the Malzahar once again. That's pretty nice. And yeah, basically, it looks like it's Seraphine on the bot lane.
No. DB seems to adjust
For
their
Kappa.
team this time actually, and maybe we have an already sorted one at the beginning of this game.
No,
But it
we
looks
won't,
like we
because
have.
stargazing is on the top side.
It might as well be Rakan top, wouldn't you think? That is a possibility. And well, Seraphine Camille bot lane, definitely viable. I've seen it a lot
Uh,
in solo queue on below Iron lately. Just kidding. Um,
I mean,
you
if
know
they
it's
can fix
possible.
the Ruffin, yeah, but I don't think we will. We will see the Camille on the top lane facing that on. Seraphine Rakan on the bot lane, very safe, very strong laning, and a lot of AoE damage as well. The thing is, with the DBE composition, they need Camille or Xinjiao or both to be ahead because, like, otherwise they don't have any single physical damage, you know?
Oh, you're right about that. I think, let's just think that this is DB's team comp, how you see it right now. Rakan top, Camille, Seraphine bot lane, and at this point, like even if it's like that, I think the main focus might be around Ari and Camille, as you have a mobile burst champion and somebody can lock everybody down. Say the Twitch just randomly shows up with this ultimate. Camille can just jump on them, and like disable their engage with his ultimate and everything. So
Yeah,
a very
exactly.
versatile build from DB. STFD's comp looks very teamfight based, as you have the multiple lockdowns from Ornn, Yumi, Jarvan, Masa, and then the backline damage from Twitch. But like DB is like preparing for any situations. You have knockups, you have engagers, you have CCers, you have Seraphine, and you have Camille to lock anybody down. So the enemy team won't be easily able to just jump in DB's team.
Yeah, I do agree, and I think that DB team comp is just straight up better overall, unless
Unless
Twitch
Switch
Yumi
gets fed,
just
yeah.
snowballs out of control. I don't think DB will face a lot of problems. The drafts seem to be very DB favored, I think.
Right, just about 50 seconds left on the delay, and we will be
Yep,
in game in just around 1.5 minutes after the loading time.
I can't wait. It's gonna be a great game once
I'm
again.
hyped. I'm very hyped for this game, as I've never seen this team combo, and I've also never seen a Rakan top lane before. So I mean, I doubt it'll be Rakan Seraphine bot lane. So this might just be what we are going to see in game with Seraphine Camille bot lane.
Nah, we won't.
Why not? It looks like it. So I mean, surely DB just ordered themselves correctly this game, and
Surely.
surely Um, I mean, the most important thing this game is that Jarvan and Twitch don't get fed, because even if a Malzahar gets fed, We had DBE has multiple characters that can jump on Mazar to shut him down.
Yep, and we will be jumping into the game in just a few seconds. We need the game to load, and then we will be in, and I'm very excited to see this game.
Now it looks like it is the Camille top. Now, Rakan Seraphine bot lane against Twitch Yumi.
Unlucky.
It might have been just a bug in the launcher there that it hasn't been reordered, but they definitely reordered themselves correctly with the Camille, or both with TPs. The mouse are also TPs, so that STFD has a 1 TP lead over DBE. Actually not, because the Seraphine also went TP for some reason. Very interesting. I would have expected the Seraphine to go heal or ignite instead of teleport.
I don't know. I think the Ignite, they don't really have much kill pressure, and Rakan is running the Ignite. And the thing is, it allows her to be safer on the lane, you know, in the long term.
Also true, let's say they have a bad fight in the early game and they have to recall. They can just jump straight back in after teleporting back to bot lane. Now, the game just started for us, and here we are. Let's zoom out and take a look over the whole map.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until
And
minions
it looks
spawn.
like we will see a bit of something. Kimo is going to take some information. That's a good word. It's gonna give the information on the Raptors early in the clear.
Man, you digging this air?
Means with his little Harry going back to his mid lane. He
Minions have
covered
spawned.
with his bot lane
You
just to
make
be
that difficult.
just to be extra safe.
We see some great vision preparation for the beginning of this game here. Both jungle entrances covered by STFU and
TFD.
STFD.
Oh wait, can you remove the Falcons again? I think we might see. Oh, we are seeing a lane swap.
Oh, very
Just like
interesting.
in 2016.
When we played Earth, or
No, no,
no,
no, no. Don't you remember? It used to be the meta, you know?
oh, I'm
Sending
sorry. I started
the
playing in
bot lane top.
2018, so I'm not
Oh,
that
and
informative.
it was the meta, and that's because of that the turrets, the top and mid turrets, they have extra defenses before 5 minutes.
Oh,
It's because of the lane swapping thingy. And now Ahmed is in a pretty rough matchup against Twitch and Yumi.
but you can also see bot lane here already chunking down on the tower, while the enemy Ornn is just being poked down, also trying to retaliate here. Now Ornn half life, already in a pretty bad situation. Just a few more pokes on this Ornn and he already has to reset early. Meanwhile, Ahmed holding himself pretty stable with just one CS down against the enemy Ornn, but he still has his HP.
Yeah, I mean, Ahmed, he doesn't really mind because the Twitch Yumi, they will just push him on the turrets and he will be able to collect everything. They can't really poke him out too much. I mean, they can dish some bit of damage to him, but they can't really deny him, you know?
Yeah, you're right about that.
Where, but the thing is, Seraphine and Rakan, they can deny on way much more than Twitch Yumi can deny Camille.
We see right now the main action takes place around top lane, but Ari and Xinzao were just in bot river. Looked like we might
And we might see
saw a
that.
dive here. We might see a top dive on top lane here, but the enemy double and the Jarvan, but Ahmed already backing off now after he got
Yeah.
spotted. Oh, Ornn
Ahmed.
being rooted on bot lane. Drakan doing some main damage here. Ornn just walking away, saved by his tankiness. But
Yeah, but I
very
mean,
interesting game, man.
that's some good damage taken. And now they can pressure the turret. And as I said just before, top and mid turrets are tankier. So every time that Twitch and Yumi hit the top lane turret, they are dealing less damage than what they could if they weren't on top lane. And now Chemo cancels their own recall, and that's the first plate of the game for DBE. I'm very confused about
Taking
that lane
jungle
swap.
here.
I'm
The Jarvan
not
already
gonna
being
lie.
pushed back. We might have, if you have a look over here, it's not working right now. Jarvan having to leave his jungle again. The
Yeah, but Chemo is basically pressuring him because, you know, his bot side, the job on his bot side, and there's 3 person from DBE bot side, and only 3 from the enemy team.
what a
so
great
the
combo here from
Rakan, the
Kimo
Great
and Rakan.
Entrance.
Kimo and chasing them on the tower. Double Lane having to flash out Inferno. Kimo with the tower dive, flashing out of the tower to get away.
That was really well
The
played.
enemy Jarvan just doesn't know what happened there, and great early play from Kimo to get another huge lead. Twitch and Yumi still here in top lane trying to just push in, but as you can see, Ahmed just 5 CS behind the enemy Ornn. The enemy Ornn just constantly being checked down. Rakan knocking him up. Kappa rooting him. Great play so far. DB definitely with their 900 gold lead. Doing
They
great
are
things so
very
far.
happy with that. They are very happy with that. And the thing is, I'm very surprised because now I'm surprised that Chemo is not pathing bot side again to just go and take that dragon. You know, I would have expected it, but it doesn't seem like it's his plan. He's just gonna shadow over Ahmed. Oh, the flash from Inferno, dodging the charm from Mins.
In jungle,
And look at Mins.
going
Look at
down
Mins.
here.
It's running, and
Means
they will collapse
expertly
the
rotating
Jarvan.
your double and looking for the escape. But is he gonna get away with his EQ? No, he isn't. Getting shut down by Ahmed. 15 CS and gold for wait. Wait, the kill went to Chemo, but it got displayed as the kill for Ahmed. Very strange.
Oh yeah, exactly. Oh, that's weird.
That confused me for a bit there. But
Yeah, I was pretty sure that
Yeah.
it was on Ahmed. Can you just? Oh no, I know. Reset the scoreboard. It's bugged. It's on Ahmed. The kill is on Ahmed.
alright, the classic right moment here. As we have the scoreboard and replay tool not working. Just like last week, we have Rakan here dashing onto the enemy Inferno again. Ari charming him. Easy takedown for DB here. Jumping back into jungle. Jarvan still being just denied entrance into his own jungle by DB. Tries to go through Tribush on bot lane here, but Stargazing instantly spots him engaging. Chemo taking down his blue buff. Giving
Yeah,
it to
that's gonna
Ari.
be-
Oh,
Yep.
not the,
Oh,
no,
no,
it
never
actually
mind.
went. But Ornn here on the tower. Stargazing looking for another dive onto the enemy. The Jarvan is also.
Gotta be
around
careful
bot
if you're
lane.
that Yumi.
It looks
because-
this left and it looks like a dive. Stargazing with the
Oh,
flash.
Great
Dive.
Entrance.
Ornn with the ultimate. Only start knocking up Stargazing. Now Kappa almost taking out down the enemy Ornn. The kill goes to
That's
Chemo.
the 1 for
And
1.
we have a 1-for-2 trade on bot lane for DB.
Oh yeah, 1 for 2. Sorry.
Ahmed still here on top lane, just having fun around his tower, playing Farming Simulator 2023, and
Let's be real. I don't think he's having fun. Let's be honest. I don't think he's having a lot of fun.
Well, he's
facing
1-0,
that
and
Yumi.
he's doing pretty well
Yeah,
for
but-
himself. Ari with the charm on
It's not
Inferno.
fun.
Inferno just having to back up here. Ari's even auto attack doing a lot of damage. The Q Maybe we see this W, Iris
That's
W,
going to be
Min's going
enough.
to take down the
That's a solo bolo on the mid lane.
very
Well played to
strong
Mint. Yep,
20
that was
CS
very
lead,
well played.
2 kills. If you have a look at the gold here, over 1k on Chemo and Seraphine right now. They fighting here on bot lane again. Kappa very aggressive against his Ornn. Now
And the thing
should back
is,
up soon.
oh, and Yumi might be in some trouble.
And Yumi
She
definitely
got
knocked up
knocked up.
here. Stargating barely missing the Twitch with his knock up. And another
And the
kill
thing
for DB.
is, the thing is, when you do that kind of lane swapping shenanigans, you do that so you can get ahead
Yeah,
on your
but
bot
they
lane.
don't get
But
ahead.
the thing is, they didn't get ahead, so
Yeah.
I'm very...
I mean, look at this. Ahmed on top is 51 CS against 73 from the Twitch, but he is still adding golden XP due to his 2 kills on the enemies, so the lane swap didn't even do anything for STFD.
Oh,
it just
the
gave them more
charm is
possibilities.
gonna land.
And
That was
Inferno
very well
down
played by
again,
Mint.
0-3. Now,
Mint
held
executed
behind.
that really, really well. He did that really well, and Ahmed is going to be poked up a bit.
It looks like the more aggressive one on top lane is definitely the Yumi, while Twitch is just trying to get his XP, get his farm, and the Yumi is just trying to protect him. Very good strategy actually against the Camille.
Kappa might be in some trouble.
Kappa
Still has
flashing away
flash.
here at the last second before they're getting knocked up by Ornn. We also have the Herald here, taken from Kimo. Nobody even noticed Kimo did the Herald in this game. Just went way too fast. 1.5 turrets is down in mid lane.
Yep, and that was a good herald. And look, Stargazing is looking for something. Yumi is gonna go down. That was a great knockup.
Yumi's still around now with the ultimate, but backing herself up from Twitch. No possibility for her to get it back on. Ahmed's still looking for this kill now, but after getting ignited from the Twitch, yes, back up. But Flash is back in and takes down the Twitch. Oh,
That was nasty. That was well played by Ahmed.
there was
It didn't
nothing
have the
Twitch could have
range.
done.
It didn't have the range to hit the hookshot, so he hookshot flashed. Twitch definitely didn't expect that. He still had his flash under the sleeve, but
There's
didn't
nothing he could have
expect-
done anymore after being stunned.
I
like,
mean,
he couldn't have
could
flashed out. He
have.
was still stunned. So, and being hit by an instant ability as Ahmed only dashed against a rock and then instantly flashed into him. He couldn't have reacted in that time. Now Ari again
Yeah,
mid,
to
Inferno
predict.
flashing away. Ari charming him, going for damage, and now he just Inferno just
that's
gave up on
not-
this play. Kill goes to Chemo.
That's not good, man. Don't do that.
It looks like the enemy Inferno just gave up at this point in time because he doesn't look like he puts up a lot of effort. And if you have a quick look at the vision score here, DB great vision score even in the enemy even in the enemy jungle, while the STFD just has one single ward in the jungle and not a lot else.
It's gonna be 2 quick kills again for DB. The teleport from the Malzahar, but it's not gonna lead anywhere. And basically, I think the enemy team is extra tilted.
They must be definitely tilting. A stargazing dashes again on the tower, just takes on Inferno, but gets a retaliation kill on the Rakan here. For the
And
meeting.
you know what? You know what? The fact that Stargazing dies there, it's good for DB, because now another Malzahar is still worth 300 gold. They reset the bounty, and now every time they will kill him, he will award the same gold as
Is
if
that
it was
so?
0,
So
0,
his
0.
reward gets redone when he gets killed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you're 0 and 10 and you take 1 kill, you give 300 next
Oh,
time you die.
I never knew that. So
It resets.
let's say when you're in a 5-team comp and you fall behind, you just should not take any kills but only get assists to not reset
Fact.
your. Oh wow, Kappa here just, I don't know, Kappa is just leaving from the zone here, trying to bait him to push while stargazing, and the rest of the team is just getting there in time. Ahmed's still, like, Ahmed is just on this top island together with Twitch and Yumi while they fight it out. Min's now here in a bit of a bad placement situation, but Seraphine's ultimate is enough for stargazing to push him up again. Ornn dashing on this tower won't be enough to save him from the Seraphine damage, and was it a double kill for the Seraphine here?
That was pretty.
Yeah, look at this damage. DBE, like, Kimo is a little behind, but just chunks down Inferno as he's lacking in movement speed and defenses. Inferno is... Inferno definitely should, like, pay more attention to where he's going and where he's warding. If you have a look here, Inferno had no idea where he was going. Like, no idea if it's clear. DBE, just look at the vision. Look at their vision.
Yeah, they definitely are in control of that top side. The hook shot is dodged by the Yumi. Trolling projectile not gonna connect. And basically it looks like we will see some diving.
Ooh, Ahmed
on
barely
top
missing
side.
that Yumi here.
Look at DBE, they are all there.
All there, and
the charm is
Jarvan gets
connecting.
rooted, and Charm knocked up, taken down. Inferno just standing there, exacting his fate, tries to recall, gets taken down. Top lane gets also about to be engaged. Kappa here, probably pulling out his ultimate. Rakan with his ultimate. Charm Ari takes a lot of damage here, but the kill goes to Camille. Seraphine, Kimo takes down the next tower as well. DBE might take this Herald as well, just pushing this lane. Maybe a second tower also. This is just, they are just using their massive lead. 13k gold and a lot of XP. DBE definitely dominating this game so far.
Yep, and the guys are playing really, really well today, and that's what you love to see, you know, because like the guys, they are there and they are showing themselves on a very, very good day, a very good side,
Ornn
and
again.
I really like that. Oh, Kappa might be in some trouble.
Likes like Kappa with this flash here, goes for this. Probably gonna try to root him again, but Kappa gets sandwiched because between Ornn and the enemy. Jarvan gets ulted by Jarvan, tries to heal up, tries to do something here, but gets shut down. 800 gold towards STFD.
Yep, and that's a shutdown for them. I mean, that's not very massive. That's not.
Oh,
It's
the
not a
orange
big
teleport
problem.
cancelled by Kimo. Orange taken down, 300, another 300 gold. Now Kimo is looking for the Herald on bot lane, as it seems. And we might see a few towers fall again very soon. I mean, also if we have a look at this, if we take a look at the scoreboard so far, it's 23 and 3, and so far the main kills went towards Ahmed and Kimo. Ari also has some kills, but if you can see, Kimo is definitely taking advantage of his strength in these little fights everywhere. We haven't really seen a full 5v5, but I think Kimo and Ahmed can just take so much advantage of their strength due to Stargazing's amazing support we've seen in these last two games. So much knockups from this Rakan, and the enemy probably get all of their abilities and abilities where they have to funnel, where they have to channel, just denied by Stargazing's knockups and his ultimate. So
I think that might be game.
yeah, it looks like DBE is looking for the game end here. Twitch just still recalling, and we have two inhibitors down. Kappa focused by the turret, but quickly stops it. The turrets were gonna be taken down here. Inferno trying to do something, but Ahmed just dashing in, half-lifing him with 2 abilities. Twitch having to clear the bot lane wave. But there's nothing really happening right now here other than DBE just constantly pushing. STFD not sure what they're supposed to do, and it's just stalling out at this point in time. Stargazing and trying to bait some abilities. Min's looking for a snipe over the wall here with their E connected to the Javelin, but nothing happens of it.
Yep, and that game is kinda weird, to be fair.
I mean, it largely depends on DBE's team comp so far, and SCFD's decision to switch top and bot lane. It would have been way harder for DBE to actually win this game if the team comps would have stayed like they are. If you have a Seraphine Rakan bot lane against Twitch Yumi, it would have been more difficult to DBE to get this lead so early in the game.
Yeah, I do agree with that, but at the same time, having that lane swap allowed Kappa to get way
Really
more
fat?
farm.
Yes.
Yeah, he got a lot of farm because it was basically free laning.
Alright,
And
so
now
we
they
see
might be looking to end the game right now.
Shirelia's Battlesong here popped early. DB pushing in, Kimo and Kappa focusing on these turrets. Inferno looking to for some poke damage. Poking down and using his ultimate. Jarvan jumping in, double and getting shot down by Seraphine. The huge wave damage is strong. Kimo is still pushing. Diorn tries to push Ahmed away, takes down Ahmed, who see Twitch being chased down by Stargazing and Minz on top lane. The takedown in is already determined, and in base, Kimo is just doing a lot of damage to the Ornn. Inferno looking for some OT damage. Ornn down, Inferno down, and Yumi is also taken down. That's an ace for DBE, and they're finishing this game right here.
Yep, and 2 very, very clean game from DBE. Well played to them. I'm kind of confused with what the enemy team was trying to do, but yeah, basically well played to DBE and well played to the enemy team as well, of course. And yeah, that's a 2-0 week for us, which is very nice because as we said earlier, we really want to come back to the top of the standings, and we are joined by Ahmed, the man.
Hi, hi, hi,
Hello.
hi.
How are you doing, mate?
I am doing very good. I'm very happy.
And you can be very happy because you didn't die a single time today,
Yes, I
even
did.
though, even though you had a bit of weird things coming your way with that lane swap on game 2. What was your approach, considering that what was your approach of the lane when you saw that it was Twitch Yumi?
I thought in my opinion, it was pretty smart. Because like it might not have been like the most optimal thing to do, but I like it when people try to like invent new stuff, and I haven't seen like these kinds of lane swaps in a long time.
Yeah,
Uh,
basically it's been quite a few years since we
yeah.
didn't saw that.
Uh, yeah. I thought I'm falling behind in CS like a lot, but I thought it will be fine after I get like level 6 because like whenever anyone comes like Mins or Sam or Chemo, we can just kill them because they can't do anything against Camille ult. Yeah, and that happened then. But I think it was still like a good decision by them because if I don't play as safe as I did, they could for sure like get some cheese kills out of me with Javan being there as well.
Yeah, they definitely could have, especially on the level. Was it level 4? For level 4, I think.
Yeah.
When the Jarvan was there, very well played to avoid that dive. I know a lot of people that would have fallen on that. So yeah, basically that was very very nice to see. You played it safe and you scaled up. Can you enlighten us a bit on that Singed pick on the first game because that was a very confusing draft for us and probably for the enemy team as well.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting you to play the Singed, you know?
No, we have a hidden singed one trick in our team, and that's Kappa. He's always saying like how broken this champ is, and especially against something like Tamken's bot. Like he can't play the game because if he goes to the mini wave or anything, and he's like in auto attack range, then Sinch just flips him and W's him, and he can't move. And then
Yeah.
like whenever jungle or anyone comes, he's just sitting duck waiting to be like collected. So it's really strong. But not only on bot lane. I think it's strong in general.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Did you maybe encounter some Predator Singed in solo queue in
Yeah,
the mid
yeah.
lane? Yeah, that thing is that's annoying to face, right?
Yeah, especially in solo queue, it's really you need to play two
True.
lanes at once because you always need to watch like what he's doing.
Yep, exactly, and that's pretty
True.
nasty to face.
Yeah.
Yanis, do you have maybe any little questions for Mr.
Sure.
Ademan?
First of all, congrats on the 2-0 victory this week. Definitely bumps you guys up a few ranks in your own division.
You.
I was really thrown off by in the second game where you jumped at the wall and just flashed at the switch to just instantly take him down. How did you come to that? Like, what was going on in your head at the time? You was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna tower dive this guy, hell yeah, let's go? Or
I thought like while we were doing the play, the original plan was to kill Twitch, but then Yumi messed up and like couldn't jump on him, so we just like decided to kill Yumi. And after like we chunked him a little bit, and then we decided, okay, we can like leave him, we won't dive him. And then I saw he's not still running into turret, but he's like running out of the turret a little bit. So I just went to miniwave, got a Q, and like was looking if I E to the wall and he's like in range, then I just flash on him and it's easy kill.
definitely, that was a very very well played moment. I think everybody was surprised by you doing that. The outcome was that you got like 6-7 kills before minute 15, and you guys just definitely dominated this game. And again, congrats on your victory.
Thank you very much.
Congrats and thanks for coming. We will let you go back to the team. And yeah, that's
Alright.
basically it.
Thanks for having me. See you guys. Bye bye.
See ya.
See ya.